Question everything, for the truth should not be televised. And that's for sure. So with that, you know, what's really going on, man? You know, I'm driving around communities, man, are supposedly communities and stuff. And all I'm seeing is immigrants coming in left and right, opening up businesses that I watched been closed down for years. You know, houses that been with no one living them in them for years. Immigrants are coming right in and just moving in, opening them up and setting up shop. And, you know, I have no gripe with that. You know, it is what it is in the sense of, you know, family trying to make better lives for themselves, or people trying to make better lives for themselves with their family, in other words. That's a beautiful thing, no matter where you go, on all scales of things, to see people thriving and doing all right in life, especially when it comes to taking care of your own family as well. But my problem is, where is they getting the money from? Where's they getting this economic boom when it comes to the immigrants coming into our community to be able to open up businesses in the community that have been closed down for us for years? Where we getting redlined from the banks. We can't get, grants and these loans that will help us open up black businesses to empower us, by our own hands to be able to set up shop in our own communities. But yet still, I'm watching all these immigrants come right in, and I'm like, yo, they coming in, open up all sorts of businesses, and who's representing them? Because at the end of the day, we ain't being represented right. That's the only thing I could think, man. Where's our representatives at when it comes to our reality? Because every time I turn around and I see a representative that's supposed to represent the black people, the black nation, the Aboriginal Negro nation, one or two things happen. They're either talking about this coalition that I don't see exist nowhere in reality since I've been here, which is this black and brown community. And I'll be like, yo, where's this black and brown community at where we both are benefiting, because at the end of the day, all I see is the brown community getting all sorts of economic growth, resources all throughout their reality. But when it comes to our people, I don't see those same realities. I don't see them same benefits. I don't see that same economic growth. Where's the resources at for us? Every time I turn around and I hear about us, they talking about police reform, prison reform, school reform, hospital reform, medical. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is all of the reform shit? Where's the money at? Where's the tangibles? Because that's what make things move. Economic growth, the ability to stabilize yourself through wealth. That's what we need. And in turn, we ain't getting none of that. We getting all this word of mouth shit and this conversation from all these so-called representatives. Where's the real reality at, man? And then you wonder why we want our reparations that's owed legally to us. Because that's the reality to it. How many generations do we got to watch out our own eyes? Y'all giving out money to everybody, helping everybody with an economic floor but us. What is that reality? And then you turn around, we getting mass incarcerated like crazy, man. That don't make no sense. Where is our justice at? Where is our reality? What does this future holds for us being with our colonizers if we can never ever get no economic growth? If we can never ever get no resource stability coming to our communities to uplift us, solely for us, where do we stand? How do you compete with other nations if they can get benefits and resources and economic growth and an economic foundation from the federal government and the United States government, and all you got as the Aboriginal Negroes is pulling yourself up by your shoestrings, your bootstraps? How do you compete? How do you start a race with all these races and everybody get a head start but you? How can you ever catch up? How can you ever compete? How can you ever be a part of the real race if you always push way to the back? It's no different from saying, when you get on the bus, go sit in the back of the bus. But every time the bus get ready to open up the doors, there's only one door and it's way up in the front by the driver. And everybody else get to get out before you, but you always got to get out last. How is that? See, this is why liberation is so important for our nation, as well as reparations. See, money and land is the reality of separation, the power of growth. See, but they don't want that. You know how many billions of dollars that Michael Jordan done made them by himself? Or any of those brothers and sisters? You know how much billions of dollars Kobe Bryant made by himself for the people that signed him to a contract? Any one of these brothers and sisters, do you understand that reality of what money they make off of us on a regular basis? We watch Kanye West finances get attacked, and then turn around, we forget about the people that he signed to that's making money off of him. The money they making. Yeah, Oprah might be worth $1 billion, but look at the money that she done made them. See, this is what liberation does. It chops off the middleman. It gives us our own reality, where the money come to you when you on your own land under your own control. See, if the Niggros went back to the Negro League, the NBA would be devastated. Literally, it would just fall apart, because we are the athletes. Or the NBA. Same thing with the NFL. And same thing with the majority of everything that goes on. Even TikTok right now. If we all jumped off, it'd get stale. That's just the reality to it. We are the shakers and the bakers that make things move. And they know this. Why do you think they won't empower us? Because we'll separate. Why do you think they won't give us reparations? Because we'll separate. See, they try to sell you all those lies, the BS catfish bull crap. All they're going to do is just spin it right back with us, really. You think that's the problem, that they're going to make more money off you? You think they're worried about making more money off you? You think that's what it is? How many of us going to open up small businesses of our own? How many of us going to try to get up out the country and go get our own land somewhere else and not be a part of this system? How many of us will take that reparation and try to actually benefit from it to save our lives from not having to be stuck in ghetto slums and hoods and try to build ourselves up? You think that's not why they're not trying to give it to us? Because it may breed empowerment of the Aboriginal Negro woman and the Aboriginal Negro man, thus saving us from the chaos that we are under, this deaf culture called gangster rap, that causes us to be divided amongst each other instead of united with each other, constantly beefing as the gatekeepers of the music industry keep promoting and pushing chaos in our communities. You think reparations wouldn't separate us from this reality and give us a head up over the hills and be able to look to that pasture, to be able to start building in areas that can breed more economic growth, more self-empowerment to our people, thus pushing back the prison population, because we coming out of poverty that we was pushed into, demonized into, massacred into? You think the crime rate of mass incarceration of non-violent offenders would drop based off of us having some sort of economic growth? You think these people don't think about that? How many jobs that they'll lose based off of eating off of our people if we get empowered by our hands, if they give us economic and resource stability? You think that's why they skipping us? Why they constantly always got money for everybody else, resources for everybody else, aid for everybody else in the form of tangibles, but don't got nothing for us? Because if you get police reform, you already got that. You got police right now, reforming right now on the areas of what they know to do to you. They already know that. That's just what it is. Same thing with prison reform. You trying to go to prison? That's what your goal is, to go to prison? Yeah, no doubt. Same thing with medical reform. For what? If you're just eating right and being nutritious and learning about nutrients and minerals and being able to put the right alkaline foods into your body, do you think you really be too worried about medical reform.